This is my what I eat in a day on Slimming World. So I started my day off with a spinach on cheese omelette, and this is becoming a favourite for me.
Then it's Charlie again. My mum had a chicken Caesar salad with 30 grams of parmesan, 1 tin of Caesar dressing. Delicious.
Then I had half of my Healthy Extra B, which was one of these Skinny Crunch peanut bars. And I did a little bit of time on the treadmill. We do actually have one at home, so I managed to do that today. I just mainly did walking. I do think I'm probably a bit too overweight for our treadmill at home, so I don't want to do any running on it. And of course, someone wanted to join me and I've gone it as well. We finished the night off with the most delicious tea ever. So I had some chicken, which was off a rotisserie chicken. I'm not sure how you've seen that, but I pulled off all the skin and it was just the chicken breast. I had it with some carrot and celery chopped up. And I made a version of these filthy fries that were in the Air Fryer Slimming World book. I was totally shocked to find that the mayonnaise that we had, even though it wasn't lighter, it was 5 sins. However, the Nando's Peronaise was only 2.5 sins. So I used half a tablespoon of that and half a tablespoon of sweet chilli, and they were just delicious, and also 40 grams of mozzarella cheese. I then ended my day with the other half of my Healthy Extra B, which was a Skinny Dream bar. So I'm ending my day on possibly 4 sins. However, if someone wants to tell me how much the sins of a rotisserie chicken would be, put it in the comments. I'm hoping that doesn't take me over my, total daily allowance, but who knows. And see you tomorrow. So started off, I had an omelette again, had some cheese in there and had some speedy apple on the side. I went to the gym and I did 30 minutes on the treadmill and then sat in the sauna for a little bit and had a definite non-scale victory because the towel wrapped all the way around me, so I was pretty pleased with that. For dinner, I'd convinced myself I wanted like a Greek-style salad, which I had with carrot and celery with some feta. I didn't realise feta wasn't a Healthy Extra A, which I was pretty gutted about, so that's 3.5 sins worth of feta and some tuna with some vinegar on the side. That was a delicious dinner. For tea, I made the barbecue meatball pot recipe, which is out of the air fryer, the most recent book from Slimming World. These were really nice and I've committed to making them again this weekend when we go with family. Just add that with some pasta on the side and some carrot and broccoli. Then I finished the day with 2 of these bars for my Healthy Extra B. So I ended the day on just 3.5 sins for the feta, and I'll see you tomorrow. So I started off my day with 2 poached eggs on half of a protein Warburton's bagel. That was 3.5 sins. And look at that delicious runny egg yolk. I had that with some bacon with the fat cut off on the side. I then wanted a little snack for me and my little boy while we were doing a little bit of prepping, and so we had some chopped up apple. We then went for a nice walk around the park and on some of the boats at the lake, or my little boy did, and I had this on the way home, which was a tin of tuna, 25 grams of feta, which I now know, thanks to Just Joe, that is actually a Healthy Extra A, so I was right and I'm quite happy about that. And this is just how I packed it up for travelling because I didn't want the tuna to mix too much before I ate it. For tea, I decided to try the Korean chicken burgers that are in the air fryer book, the new Slimming World recipe book. I thought these were going to be really nice when I looked in the air fryer book. However, I wasn't a massive fan. I think it would have been better if you just butterflied a chicken breast and had a thin layer of that instead. And I used a wholemeal Warburton's BAP as my Healthy Extra B. I did some sweet potato fries on the side and just hit them with a little bit of Cajun seasoning and some carrots on the side. The boys ate it as well. They said it was quite nice, so that's a winner. And then I wanted a little treat, so I had one of these Fab Lollies, which were just 4 sins, which I think is pretty good because you let a little mix of some chocolate and something sweet. Then, as I was Slimmer of the Week, there was these strawberry and cream sweets in the basket, which are half a sin each. This is one of the reasons I can't have nice things. I ended up eating 3 and I nearly just ate the whole packet of them. So they've now gone when I'm recording this today, and I'm pretty glad about that because that's one of the sort of things that I could just go back and eat them all before realising. So I'm ending my day on 9.5 sins, which I'm pretty pleased about, and I'll see you tomorrow. This is my what I eat in a day on Slimming World. However, this picture is actually a fake. It is what I had, but the picture was actually from about a week ago. I just totally forgot to take a picture. So I started off with some apple, strawberry and raspberry and some Greek yoghurt, which was really nice. For lunch, I had one of these skewers, which is actually salt and chilli, which is from Iceland, and they're just half a tin each. That was a recommendation from someone on my page, and it's really nice to have some warm chicken with dinner. I had that with a little chopped salad, 25 grams of feta on there, and a bit of mixed herb to make like a little Greek salad. Then I was really busy trying to unravel something at work and making loads of phone calls, so I'm glad I had these in the fridge still, little baby bells, because I just had a couple of them just to keep me going and stop me just pick eating stuff out of the fridge. For tea, it was leftovers night, so my hubby had the meatballs that I made the other day, and me and my son had the chicken burgers. I had some of the sweet potato fries and just put some spaghetti on the side with that and some carrots. I did use a tablespoon of sweet chilli sauce and the Nando's Peronaise just to give them a little bit more flavour, but these were just warmed up from yesterday, so it's always a just make what you can night when it's leftovers night, because I definitely hate waste. I finished off my day with 2 of these bars from my Healthy Extra B. So I'm ending my day on just 4 sins, which I'm really pleased about, and I'll see you tomorrow. This is my what I eat in a day on Slimming World, and it was actually Halloween this day. So I started off with an omelette and I used my Healthy Extra A. Then I went out with my friend for dinner and I had this pizza topped chicken. It said on the menu that it was actually 2.5 sins, but I think that's for the cheese. I should have asked them really. However, I'm just going to say it was 2.5 sins. This was really nice. Had a little speedy salad on the side. This was from the Pie Shed, which is in Murfield, and they put the sin values on some of the items, which is really good. I was a little bit peckish, so I had one of these Skinny Crunch bars as part of my Healthy Extra B. And then because we were faffing around for absolutely ages doing trick-or-treat things, because everyone started coming really early, I think that was because of the rain, and taking my little boy out and things like that, I ended up just coming back and I had steak, chips and mushy peas. I bought the leanest steak that I could find. Originally I was going to split this between me and my partner, but he ended up deciding to have something different. Sadly, no speed food in sight. Then I rounded off my day with one of the Skinny Dream bars. That was the second part of my Healthy Extra B. I was definitely having a nosy through the bowl of what treats we had and some of the stuff that we'd got for the Halloween trick-or-treaters. However, I didn't delve into there. I definitely wanted to the day after. However, I managed to resist, which is really good. So I'm ending the day on just possibly 2.5 sins, which was for my meal that I ate out, and I'll see you tomorrow. This is my what I eat in a day on Slimming World. So I started off with my usual breakfast, which was Greek yoghurt, apple, raspberry and strawberry. Then I had what I'm going to consider one of my most epic dinners, which was 2 of these salt and chilli skewers. These are from Iceland and they're only half a sin each. And they were really nice, and I did it with the noodles in a jar that I made with some miso, gochujang and soy sauce. It really felt like I was having something quite naughty or quite delicious, so that's definitely going to be a meal that I'm going to cook again. And I went to the gym. I did 30 minutes on the treadmill, and I look a bit fed up in this little video clip, but I was feeling quite sweaty and definitely got my heart rate up. I then had these packs in the cupboard and really struggled because when I looked at the sins, it was really hard to figure out. However, I managed to work out the sins for a single corn wrap, and they were 8 wraps in the box, so I minused that off the total and then spread the rest over what the sins were for the sauce that came with it, and it worked out about 2 sins per portion. I didn't have one of the corn wraps because they're not Healthy Extra, so I had one of the Warburtons like pittas instead, and I had 30 grams of my Healthy Extra cheese on top, and that was a banging meal. Bit of speed food on the side, so it just shows you can eat some of these things, and you just got to be trying to work out how much sins they are and can you have that. Then I had a little look through the Halloween box and I saw this Mars, which I really wanted. It was 4 sins for a fun size bar. However, as I was going around the house and doing my sort of evening jobs, I'd left it in my pocket and it was a bit ooey gooey, so that were a little bit disappointing. But other than that, it was really, really nice and a little treat for the end of the day. So I'm ending my day on 8 sins, and that feels pretty good because, to be honest, all the food that I had today I really enjoyed, and I was feeling really full when I went to bed and all that, so pretty pleased about it. Okay, see you tomorrow, bye. This is my what I eat in a day on Slimming World. So I started off with my breakfast. Yes, this is the same video from yesterday. I forgot to take a picture, but I had apple, strawberry, raspberry and some Greek yoghurt. Then I made a bit of an error with my dinner, so I had tuna with some feta cheese, some carrot and celery, but I added a little bit too much mixed herbs. I was chatting away as I was pouring them, and there was way too much on there, so they were a bit herby, and I actually got a bit of herbs stuck in my teeth, which was really annoying for the rest of the day, but it was okay. Then I've got some mince out and I wasn't sure what to cook, so I had a little look through one of these old Slimming World books that I've got and decided to make the sloppy joes. They weren't that nice, to be honest. I don't know if I did something wrong. It was just way too like strong tomatoey type flavour, but we had that with a little bit of speed food on the side. It was definitely edible, just not my favourite thing I've ever made. Then rounded off the day watching a bit of TV with the hubs and had a Skinny Dream and a Skinny Crunch bar for my healthy extra B. So really good day. It's weigh day tomorrow and then I'm going away for the weekend with my family. They are super supportive and are very accommodating. So my stepmom's making a curry for the Friday night and has already said that she's going to make it Slimming World, which is really, really good. So I'm not too worried about it. There is some times where I know that there'll be lots of food and lots of temptation. So if anyone's got any like hints or comments on how to avoid the temptation of all the delicious things that are going to be on offer, then maybe pop a comment down below. I didn't know until I just scrolled back, which is what I always do at the end of my videos, to look at how many sins I had, but this was actually a sin-free day. I do sometimes wonder if I'm more conscious thinking about, well, it's weighing tomorrow, so I want to be sin-free, but I don't feel like it necessarily gets to me. A few people have talked about, like, they like to wear light trousers that they always wear, or the same outfit, so they wear the same. They don't like to have their breakfast before they go. I don't try and fall into any of them traps, like I've had breakfast before I've been to a weigh-in. And I just wear what I've got on most of the time, obviously. But yeah, I do wonder if I'm going to have to look back, see if that's like a common thread, that I'm having less sins. Maybe I'm a bit more conscious of it. But I went to bed, I felt full, I wasn't hungry, I wasn't craving. So that was good, and I will see you tomorrow.